Okay. Thank you for joining me for Let's Feed Esco before he calls PETA. Um, is PETA still a thing? I don't know. Anyway, so really what I wanted to talk to you guys about is humility. So I think as women especially, as black women especially, we are told that we have to exercise humility because girls are supposed to be, quiet and, not make a lot of noise or take up a lot of space or whatever the case may be. So I was thinking back to a professor that I recently had, and he's a doctor, okay, and during the course of one of our classes, he said, why should I be humble? A black man, he said, basically I did the work, I did the studying, I did all the things to get my degrees, I did all the things, to earn the titles that I earned, and all those things. And so that really struck me because during the course of the conversation, I was asking him about, what my future could look like as a social worker, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a DSW or a PhD, because I love the research side, but I also love being clinical. I am a clinical type person. And so he was just, saying that we need to really take a look at what we want to do as our careers and stuff. And so I listed some of the things that I do already, and I made the statement, I don't want to read you my resume or be, or to brag or whatever the case may be. And he looked at me like I was crazy, and he said, why not? Why don't you want to brag? Brag. And so I have been thinking about that for quite some time, and he's right. Why not? Why wouldn't I want to brag? I stayed up nights. There were days that I didn't sleep. I wrote the papers. I did the research. All those things. And I'm not saying be an asshole. I'm not saying that. Please don't be an asshole. No one likes an asshole. But be proud. And being a part of being proud is saying, yeah, I did it. For me, yes, I am a Howard prepared social worker. I love that for me. And I love that for the people who are going to come into contact with me. So, yeah, I'm going to be proud. I'm going to brag. And it's not going to be like a quote unquote humble brag either. It's going to be a brag. I did this. And so I want for you guys to do that. Brag. Why be humble? Again, don't be an asshole. But why be humble? You did the work. You made the progress. Do it. You did it. You set out, you had a plan, maybe you didn't have a plan, even better, you didn't have a plan, and you accomplished all of what you wanted to accomplish. Even if you only accomplished some of what you wanted to accomplish, don't be humble. Be happy, be proud, you did it, you did the work. And so I think that, when people ask you who you are or what you've done, then speak it, and don't put just in front of it. I hate when people do that. Oh, I'm just this or I'm just that. You're not just anything. You're intentional. You intentionally got that degree. You intentionally stayed up all those late nights. So you're not just anything. I'm not just a social worker. I'm not just an intensive care coordinator. You know what I mean? So be proud of it. Speak it. Don't be humble. Don't be bashful. And don't feel like you can't toot your own horn. Who cares? We were told we couldn't do it. We're doing it.